Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Word here with another video, and today we're hopping into Legends League. This is the army we're bringing. It's got, the king with the snake bracelet to walk the outside, the queen with the giant arrow to funnel and help with the log launcher. That's my warden equipment, eternal tome, and there's my world champion equipment. This is what I'm running in the clan castle. The ice golem actually helps out a lot, and those are my spells. Yeah, you can see right here we're at 5,900 trophies. Hopefully we can get ourselves a good day and lock in. But yeah, that's the army we're going to be running today, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you really enjoy the content, I'd really appreciate a subscribe. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is just amazing. I'm actually so grateful for that. We've been, posting pretty much daily, except it's just, I want to keep this kind of fun, YouTube fun. So some days I've just been really, really busy and I, decide not to upload. But for the most part, we've been daily uploads and kind of working hard to perfect our skills here in Legend League. And yeah, really been showing the support from you guys. So I really appreciate it. I'd appreciate, just if you drop a like on this video and a subscribe. But without further ado, let's jump right into the hits. All right, what do we got here? Double poison. Okay, so I'm looking at this one. Interesting. I'm thinking that maybe all these four corners kind of have heroes, which makes it kind of hard to get a log launcher, I think, through that. But I still think I can do that. I kind of want to charge into this expo if I can. I think that'd be a really nice charge. So I'm going to come from this bottom side because I feel like it's just less baited. So I'm entering right here. I'm kind of hoping I go to this expo after, but I mean, we'll kind of just see where the pathing goes. Yeah. Okay, she did end up going there. Don't know if I needed that invis, but I just wanted to be safe. Looks like she's actually going to stay towards this compartment, so that's kind of interesting. I'm just going to see. This is probably going to end up, yeah, right around here. Not getting this. Oh, I might get the spitter, actually, which would be huge. So I'm going to skip over that archer queen. And yeah, I think we're going to get that spinner. Nice. That's actually huge. And right here, I'm gonna get the poison tower, which is amazing, to be honest. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna come in with the log launcher just through that archer tower section. It's kind of just gonna set up the funnel skeleton spell just to kind of help with the multi-archer tower. Not really getting too much value, but it's gonna send its way to the town hall, which is kind of the biggest value I'm getting from it. It's gonna go get the town hall, and yeah, kind of just funnels out these defenses at the same time. They're kind of getting tanked right there, but no, it's still good. It's still gonna get it. That's nice. And yeah, we're rolling in right here really awesomely. Gonna pop a rage on the entry. I'm gonna even freeze up right here just because there's a lot of damage. I know I had raged up healers, but yeah, I think the freeze was just well worth it right there. I'm gonna probably try and pop my warden ability because there's that crusher mortar on the back end, kind of near that back end. But I also realized that right now I'm taking a lot of heavy fire, so I'm probably gonna pop it right here, right when that defending ice golem popped. And I think we're looking really, really nice through this one, to be honest with you. Absolutely everything's alive. I'm probably just gonna overgrowth this back end because now I'm gonna probably be behind the fire spitter by the time it comes back. So I don't think I even needed that at all, but it's always just better to use it since I have the resource for it. So I don't know if that archer will get down the building before the air defense comes back, but I'm gonna try. Oh, I wanted to tank that wizard tower because now it's going to take out my headhunter and it's not going to go get the enemy RC, but that's okay. Or get the enemy minion prince, but it didn't get it anyway, so that's okay. We're kind of rolling in right here. I'm probably going to pop the spear in a second. Oh, she actually just jumped in, but yeah, she goes invisible from the spirit fox, I was going to say. So yeah, we've crushed this base. Absolutely awesome approach right there. Just using the log launcher to kind of finish off the funnel and push my roots around right there off after a really nice charge. And they went in and took out the town hall and kind of tanked its shots as well. So yeah, really crushed this one. Absolutely overkill. All four heroes alive and lots of root riders and giant just kind of, yeah, walk through this base really easily. And let's keep it rolling. All right, here we are into the next attack, and we got a very interesting base right here, to be honest with you. Yeah, with the Giga Bomb right here, that's obviously my favorite entry would be to that side, and then using the log launcher. But I'm guessing that's baited, so I might enter into one of the spitters, which usually are baited. But based on where kind of all these defenses are, I'm actually gonna guess it's not. Uh, but I gotta take a look right here. Yeah, I think I want to enter into this Royal Champion compartment. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that right here. So she's gonna bounce to the left or to the right, sorry, to the Archer Tower, and then back into the core right there. So hopefully this isn't too trapped. I'm kind of guessing it's not based on where the Giga Bomb is, but it very well could be. Nice. Fire Spitter right here so far has not been baited, and we're looking like we're going to get a really nice charge. I'm probably going to be using the Troop Launcher on this one, to be honest with you. Although I might not. I might try and go with the uh, Log Launcher through this multi-Archer Tower compartment. Taking a Town Hall shot right there, and I'm going to take another one right here, which does hurt for sure. But I do get another cycle from the Fox, and that's all I kind of want to get right here, to be honest with you. And yeah, I think I'm actually going to do what I just said, which is using this log launcher to get me through the archer tower compartment, so sending that kind of missed it a bit right there. There's that. And yeah, there's the king on the outside, kind of trying to funnel this. This is a bit of a tough entry, but I'm trying my best right here, kind of entering, getting one headhunter in there for the minion prince, but of course it targets it instantly, so that's nice. I got an invis or freeze right here to help with my royal champion, but so far we're still alive. Oh, I wish that log launcher had opened that wall. That would have been nice. Valk's got to come in right here, but we still get the funnel set, I think. We don't really get that down, to be honest with you, fast enough, but I'm going to get a really nice overgrowth here, which helps with the pathing. It kind of just pushes all my troops together. I'm going to rage right here. There's another ice golem, which does suck, but yeah, I'm going to get kind of some pretty nice value with pushing everything back to the top side. So nice. Look at that beautiful funnel right there. Everything's kind of working back together. I still have the Warden ability up, and the King's tanking a lot of damage right here. So I will be popping the Warden ability kind of in a second right here. There walks some Valks forward. Pop it right there. I think I saved the healer. I'm not really sure, though. But I wanted to kind of get those Valkyries. There's another rage onto my healers and troops that are all pushing into the Town Hall. And there is a decent heavy back end right there. I'm trying to get my Royal Champion in the rage with the Rocket Spear, but I think she's getting spun out of it. So that's a little unfortunate. But I've got a freeze right here and an invis spell, so I think that'll definitely be enough to finish off this base. I'm going to get the freeze probably just on that gear tower and crusher mortar. That's some really nice value. It's kind of not targeting anything important yet. Now it's targeting both my heroes, so I'm going to pop it right there. King ability kind of just going to clean up the outside. It actually goes in and hits the gear tower, which is awesome. And yeah, we're going to swag this invis, pick up the nice 3-star. Pretty clean attack, to be honest. That log launcher didn't get quite as much as I'd hoped, but yeah, we went into the Royal Champion with no bait, and maybe I could have just used the troop launcher on that one, but, you know, swagging the invis spell, loving the log launcher approaches, and let's keep it rolling. All right, what do we got for ourselves here? Okay, the very heavy double rage base, and I like to approach this one coming through the monolith side, and the rage towers are usually very heavily baited, so I am going to enter right here. I decided to go in from the top side with the Royal Champion, but yeah, I like to go with log launcher through the monolith. To be honest, there's not a whole lot of value. Sometimes you get a multi-inferno with it. On this base, there's literally just the monolith, but that's okay with me. It's a very simple pathing, and honestly, this compartment is mega baited, so that's unfortunate. I could have went from the bottom to not be baited, or into a rage tower, but instead, I'm getting very baited right here. That kind of sucks. But yeah, we're fine right here. Gonna go over the archer tower, and I'm gonna have to pull out my RC before she died, so not a very clean charge, to be honest with you. I'm gonna set up the log launcher, trying to get the monolith and expo. Think we kind of crushed it right there. That archer tower is still alive on the back end, but it's 1 HP, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna let the log launcher cook for a bit right here. And then, yeah, using the baby dragon kind of just to funnel out the one building that would pull my king. And Queen's doing a really good job right here. Now my king can freely go on the outside since that army camp is dead. That's why I funneled it out. I'm waiting a bit on my royal champion right here because she's kind of weak, so I want to make sure she gets healed up, or if there's any traps in there, they just don't splash her. And look at that. Instantly, she gets full baited, and spears popped. That's just super unfortunate. Okay, I got to get these Valks, and I kind of forgot about them. But yeah, my royal champion's mega weak right here. I'll be popping my ability, my warden ability fairly soon to try and keep it alive. There we go, popping it because the root riders are very weak. My healers are stuck onto the queen right there. Absolutely nothing's moving forward, which is, you know, not good at all. I've got a really nice overgrowth right here lined up. There's a freeze. Yeah, this overgrowth is just not happening. I'm going to pop it right there since nothing was kind of lining up for me to get a nice overgrowth spell. The rage spell wasn't great right there because, yeah, my royal champion's getting targeted. Trying to invis her to keep her alive, but I don't know how well we're looking. We kind of got a lot of base left, but my royal champion is doing fairly solid. I missed the time of the ice golem right there. I wanted to tank that ricochet cannon, but I didn't do a very good job at that. And now the king ability gets forced right here outside the base, which isn't ideal as well. I'm going to get a headhunter in right here, and there's a lot of base left, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm looking very good on this one because yeah, how poorly my healers were. None of my healers kind of transferred to my troops on this one. They were all stuck on the queen that whole attack. So we failed this one, which is really unfortunate because, you know, this base is usually very easy for me. And just kind of got a little bit unfortunate, in my opinion, on just having my healers kind of transfer off to the queen right there because nothing was with these root riders that were kind of stuck ahead dying. So that was a little unfortunate, in my opinion. And the royal champion got her spear forced really early as well, which sucked, hitting all the traps, but yeah, that's all right. We're still going to get the 93% right here, and we'll continue moving on. And this is kind of a good lesson. Something you got to do in Legend League is, you know, stuff like this happens. Obviously, I'd rather go 320 every day, but you're going to make mistakes, even against a base that I've hit a million times and, you know, always crush. I had to pop the warden ability to save my RC, and what you got to do is just continue focusing. So let's get into the next one and try and kind of clean it up. All right, here we go into the next one. And we've got ourselves a very core rage base with fire spitters facing that corner. So this one's very interesting. We've even got the Invis Tower right here on the Town Hall. Yeah, so this is very interesting. I think if I can charge just one of these Ricochet Cannon and Expos, that looks very clean for me. So I'm going to come in from the top side. Don't think it's going to be as baited. Right here, we go into the Builder Hut, and then we'll move our way into the Expo. So really nice Invis placement right there. We walk up. We're going to get to the Ricochet Cannon next and maybe into the air defense. But to be honest, I kind of just need the Ricochet Cannon down. So if she goes to the sweeper, I'll let her just one-shot it and then recall out. But we'll see where she goes. She does go that direction, so I'll let her take it down. But that is all I need right here. She'll take down the air defense, and I'm fine with that. So now we got to enter with kind of the most important part of this army is this huge push I got. I kind of missed that skeleton spell because I wanted to tank for the gear tower, and I just didn't do that. But yeah, I'm trying to set a good enough funnel right here that everything goes in, and we'll kind of see if we did that because I do need to rush straight into that rage tower. That's my plan. I think we've got a pretty good funnel working right here, but we'll see where the roots end up. So looks to me like they're going pretty solid straight into that core. I got the giant arrow. Oh, it didn't trigger the Invis Tower. Usually it does, but I'll have an overgrowth and whatever I kind of need to get through that. There's the Warden ability, which should carry me easily through this Rage Tower because, yeah, any Ice Golem that comes out, I think will die after I've already taken out most of the defenses. There's still a little bit alive, to be honest, in that core during the Ice Golems, but not much. So, yeah, we're doing fine right here. More than fine. I got the King and Queen outside this base. There's 2 Headhunters for the enemy Queen. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. Honestly, I'm just gonna overgrowth that invis spell compartment once it goes off. It just needs to be triggered right here. So there's a Yeti working on the monolith right here slowly, but we still haven't triggered that invis tower. I'm ready to overgrowth it though, because yeah, right when it comes off, there's going to be some damage from all those defenses kind of just on me. So instead, yeah, I'm just going to overgrowth it so they can't shoot me when I can't shoot them. There it triggers. There's the overgrowth. Really well timed. And I'll probably pop the spear right here to keep my RC in this invisibility just for a second. But yeah, the rage comes off right here. I'm actually just going to rage up all these troops because, okay, I thought they were going to get stuck a bit longer onto the a royal champ or the minion prince, whatever was up top there. Now that rage was kind of really bad actually, but I do have the king ability kind of just to hit everything once this comes back. And yeah, there's just nothing left of this base. So this is a really good triple, really good way to bounce back from the last attack. And yeah, we'll keep it going for the day. Hopefully perfect out and still do okay. But yeah, obviously slipped up a little bit, and let's just try and keep locked in. All right. Entering into the next one right here, and we got ourselves a big flanked double rage base. There's both air sweepers pointing to this bottom side, which can make it pretty hard to go in with the log launcher, but I still think there's some incredible value on this flank for the log launcher to get like these multi-archer towers, that rage compartment and such. So I'm still going to go in with this approach, especially because a lot of these heavy defenses in the core here will be used under Warden ability before I hit the Clan Castle. So I think this is a really clean approach, and I see that this bottom compartment has a lot of decorations, so there can't be that many traps, which is really nice as well. Looks to me like the Rage Tower compartments would be very trapped up. So yeah, we're going to enter in like this. Hopefully we can even get to the Wizard Tower air defense. I think that's where our pathing's taking us, which is nice. But yeah, that'd obviously be the ideal pathing right here. World Champion's going to continue rolling around, and here she goes, diving in. Really nice. I'm probably going to skip over top of that Archer Queen because, yeah, I want to make sure I can set this funnel, and maybe I can save an invis right here. Yep, looks like we'll be able to, which is huge. But actually, we're already into the core, so I might as well pop this one. I think I want to get that scatter shot while I'm here. I think that would be some huge value, and I might trigger the Rage Tower. I doubt it, but there's definitely a chance. We're on it. Nice. We get the Rage Tower pulled, which is actually huge as well. And I wouldn't mind this giant arrow hitting the air sweeper. Oh, that's actually a beautiful giant arrow because mostly I wanted to make sure I hit the defenses, and I did that plus got, that extra value. So huge, huge right there. I kind of forgot to get in my king, so I wanted to make sure I kind of got everything down quickly right there, and now I can get my king in. The wall break failed, so that's actually a little tough. I like that wall break a lot, and just didn't get it right there. RC's staying healthy right here. I don't think nice. I didn't think the gear tower was on her, and it wasn't. This log launcher is doing really well so far, but that world champion I think is about to snipe it. Hasn't quite yet, but I do think it's about to. Kind of keeping an eye on my troops here for my Warden ability timing. I'll pop it right now, which I think was perfect timing because the Ice Golems are now dealt with, and all this damage is right here. There's the King ability kind of trying to hit the defenses. It didn't end up really doing that, but I'll pop this ability right here, the overgrowth, because, okay, there needs to be a freeze quickly. My RC still is going to die right here. Yep, I popped my spears just a little too late, but yeah, I popped the overgrowth to try and funnel everything. If I'd done that earlier as well, that would have helped my world champion, but I think we got some good force here. We don't have any abilities, but we do have a lot of roots. No healers, but roots and yetis. So I still think we should go through with this one, but it definitely is going to be closer because my world champion just got 0 spears off, which is quite important. So I definitely should have used that overgrowth a little bit better earlier to stop her from kind of diving and seen that and popped her spears. But the Root Riders are tanking right now, which is nice. I got an Ice Golem coming in, which will also be nice. But I'm going to try and snipe out this Archer Tower. So I've got some Headhunters, Archers, and Minion stuff that can go over the walls to shoot it. But my Queen right here is behind the Ice Golem. And I got the King working in as well, so the Ice Golem's about to freeze everything. We're still going to get this triple, I think, as long as that Ice Golem can get the Archer Tower. Okay, it didn't, but I still don't think we should have any troubles. It'll be a little close, but yeah, I think my Queen will work through that. I got some barbs down just to kind of help on these Tesla, especially with tanking them. And yeah, we get the 3-star, so not very clean, but I didn't get any spears off of my world champion, so that hurts. But still getting the 3 stars, also obviously nice, and let's keep it rolling. And here we go into the next one. Oh, a very interesting base. This is a asymmetrical rage base. So spell tower is an invis up there, which is always interesting. And let's see if I got any ideas for this one, to be honest. That rage tower compartment is super heavy. So I'd like it if I could kind of section it off. But I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm going to try and, I think, charge this scatter shot compartment. It could be baited, but I just have to imagine that rage tower compartment's baited. So we'll see kind of what I can do right here, and I'm looking at a log launcher kind of through both those multis, which is very heavy, but it kind of depends on what this RC gets. So far she's looking pretty safe, which is nice. I think we'll be good. I don't know if that invis is going to be good enough. I tried to reach it to this multi-archer tower. Okay, I did. Nice. Didn't know how well I placed that. After this next one, I'm going to take a peek again. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm trying to go through maybe the multi-archer tower and multis, but I don't think I'm going to get that lined up too well. But based on this funneling, I'm going to skip that right there into the air defense. Oh, wow, we actually get into the fire spitter, but she might have went invisible right there, but I didn't trust it. Okay, I don't really know how I want to approach this one. I think what I'm going to do is go for this giant arrow to trigger the invis tower. And okay, I thought maybe I'd get the fire spitter. Did not, but this was my kind of first thought, was just entering like this with the troop launcher. So I'm going to do it right here because, yeah, this is tough, obviously, but I don't really see another way to get into this invis tower with good funneling. So I'm going to rage right here, kind of hoping for my world champion to go in and help quickly, because we're losing our pathing right here pretty badly. I'm going to just have to overgrowth kind of that rage compartment to funnel everything back together, but I think we got enough stuff alive still here, so I'm ready to pop my warden ability if I see some red mines starting to go off, but nothing so far. The roots are all very weak, to be honest, but they're still fine. There's a nice skelly spell, and here we go. We're going to be getting into the rage compartment, and I still have the warden ability and a rage spell, so I think we've crushed this one, which is nice. I wasn't really sure how to approach this base. World champion, nice, is still in the mix as well. I see one red mine, so I'm kind of being tentative. Okay, there's a black mine. There's more red mines. I'm popping the warden ability right there, and I'll just pop this overgrowth to help out. I don't know if I needed it, but yeah, the rage tower went off, so it kind of just section off the amount of damage I'm taking. I popped that right there. My warden kind of went off on his own. That was weird, but yeah, we got 2 hero abilities. I just got too nice of a charge. I got some really nice value right there, and then entered with the troop launcher very nicely, because I didn't think that log launcher really would get through that well enough. I think it really would have struggled. So I'll pop the spear right here just kind of to be safe and stay away from, diving in right there and then to the ricochet cannon alone and dying. But yeah, I definitely didn't need it. So we overkill this base. Really nice attack, actually really clean. And we did kind of make that one mistake earlier in the day, but I'm trying not to think about it. I shouldn't keep bringing it up because we still got some more hits to do and can still have a good day if we keep going. So there's the king ability just to help me finish faster and get into the next one for you guys. And let's keep it rolling. All right, here we go into the next one. PHT Esports. Nice. Okay. I think, a log launcher through the hook tower and clan castle would be nice, but I think that's going to be very hard to grab, especially based on where I'm seeing the bait as. So I might be able to go with the log launcher through this huge triple defense up top. So I think I can get the world champion pretty easily through this compartment. It looks not baited to me based on just trying to explain to you guys what I'm thinking. The gigabomb's down here, which usually means that the corresponding side has the tornado, which is that bottom left compartment, but up top there's nothing. There's obviously space for giant bombs, but they can't bait all 4 corners. So as far as my knowledge tells me, this one has a good chance of not being baited. I would have liked to get the expo. Okay, never mind. We're going into all the bait right here, but I would have liked to get the expo over some of these defenses. But oh man, my world champion's in some big trouble right here. She goes down, and yeah. Oh man, and the arrow was awful. So I'm really not liking this one so far. I kind of really got to lock in if I want any chance right here. I'm going to try and wall break my queen in because I'm not getting through those defenses otherwise. Okay, in she goes right there, which is nice. She is alive too, which is good because I was kind of worried right there that she would be going down. But yeah, I have the recall with absolutely nothing on it. The queen's doing really well though. Like she's kind of walking her way in, and the log launcher's getting some value. So I still think we got a shot. Hopefully my troops believe in me as well. But yeah, I think we're doing really well right here. The king's doing a good job funneling. Gonna rage up right here, and there's my overgrowth strictly for pathing. Hopefully, nice. I was gonna say hopefully I can grab the fire spitter right there, and I did. Warden ability is about to go off because I really don't have much health at all. King ability goes off right there. I'm actually going to pull him out, trying to funnel him a little later into the attack. I don't have much left on this one, so I'm popping the Warden ability because my queen just got pulled in. Should have maybe saved the um, recall spell to save her when that happened, but I didn't really think about that. We're kind of rolling in right here, but I don't have any damage, right? You need the Valks of the Royal Champion to do damage behind your roots because they kind of just provide tanking, and I just got nothing on this attack, right? Like I got no sort of DPS. There's a Tesla in the corner, so I'm trying to take it down, and that Tesla in the or in the top corner right there is what stopped my giant arrow from doing well. So we did get mega baited on this one, to be honest. This guy got us. He baited my RC fully, and she died on the charge, which does not happen often at all. So he did get us here, and that'll happen, sometimes that you just get baited, right? And that's kind of the way the game goes. That's how you get defenses, but this one's going to be a bad one. It's a bad one. I don't like this at all, but I don't think my Sneezy is going to do anything here because, yeah, there's just too much air damage. So this one's falling well short, which sucks a lot, but I think my Archer's going to get this Elixir Collector still. So we'll finish at 72%, which, yeah, is a really bad attack, to be honest. The RC did awful, and the Giant Arrow did awful. So just both of those things combined really didn't help me out. I'll end it here, and let's lock in on this last one. All right, final hit of the day. And kind of learning from the last one is going to be, the lesson is playing safe than sorry. I should have placed that invis earlier, kind of expecting to be tornadoed into too much damage. And yeah, hopefully being able to save her right there. On this type of base, there's two heroes kind of by that monolith, which makes it really hard to get in with the log launcher. But I think if I can charge this rage tower, which I might be able to do some decent work to it, especially coming in from this off angle, then I can log launcher from the corner from 9 o'clock and, get through that multi-archer tower and expo kind of thing and funnel my roots straight into the monoliths. So that's my idea right here. We'll see if this is baited. I'm kind of guessing it's, to be honest, not because of just how thick it is. Not many people would choose to enter right here, and I got a nice angle on it, so I'm letting my fox stay alive right there for one more cycle. And then right here, I'm actually going to double cycle to try and keep her alive because that will get me more value than just single cycling and letting her die. So we're going to get the multi down and maybe this builder hut, and I got the rage tower. So I'm very happy with the value I just got on that charge. And right here, I'm going to be trying to line up that giant arrow. We hit it absolutely beautifully right there. Absolutely everything was hit. The log launcher is working its way through right here. There is a headhunter coming in for the barbarian king right here. And we're pushing in with the army. There's the Valks. There's the Royal Champion that's going to be hitting the Giga Bomb, which is not nice, but that's okay. Log Launcher, I think, is hitting that Fire Spitter now. Nice, it is. So that's actually huge value. I kind of wanted to rage up, but I'll rage a little further ahead right here since I'm already kind of through the damage. Getting the Witch down for the King out here. And yeah, I think we've crushed this one. The Log Launcher is just getting some insane value. It's still going all the way into that Crusher Mortar. I'm going to get the Skeleton spell down here for the Crusher Mortar and other stuff. There's the Warden ability to get me through this Rage spell, or Rage Tower, sorry, and I'll Rage spell through it. But yeah, we got the Gear Tower right here, and we're just rolling really nicely through this one. I don't see a way we can be defended on this attack. I'm going to Overgrowth right here to really let my troops go in for the Town Hall. And yeah, we've absolutely smashed this one out of the park. So we had a couple bad attacks today. On one, we actually lost our world champion on the charge, which is just so bad. You really can't afford that. And then on the other, I had not gotten any spears off. I should have just popped it earlier and been conservative. So we learned some lessons, being a little safe on the world champion charge to not allow that to happen. And we're still going to go positive today, though, which is not bad. But yeah, not a great day at all in my books. And we still got to lock in for end of season. We got to be a little bit cleaner than that. But you know what? Those days happen. We're going to kind of take it as it is and move on for the next couple of days. And we just got to be perfect. So we'll take this off day, learn from it, and hopefully continue pushing for the rest of the season. But I thank you guys all for watching and supporting me. It really means a lot. But I'll see you in the next one. Peace.